Hello and welcome to another battle report. Huge sponsor, the Army Painter, sponsoring everything that the NTL does. We are going to be treating this as a round of a team tournament. You've got some Sisters versus Necrons, Brad versus Walter. Walter's crazy stuff going on. We are going to be playing some Hammer and Anvil, Hidden Supplies, and Burden of Trust. This is the one where you have to guard the objectives and you get extra points if you stay alive for that. Hidden Supplies, I got the roll off for that, so I split them here. I want them to be in the middle because I just want to shoot stuff. We are playing on terrain layout number 4. So you can kind of see the terrain here. We use all of the terrain from similar to Away Games. Big Bear 3D prints all of it. So yeah, that is the mission and the terrain and everything. Let's get over to the armies. All right, so for Sisters, we got some Bringer of Flames going on here. I helped Ryan, the best Sisters player at ATC, write his list and kind of get him up to speed on Sisters, so it was fun to see how good he did. And we kind of talked about some alterations we would make to the list. So that's kind of what we're playing today. So we've got 3 Castigators, all with battle cannons. We're not going auto cannons still. We're staying with the battle cannons. 2 Immolators with Meltas. Then we've got 2 single Penton Engines. I really like them for just the solo, go and tag something, advance and charge, move blocking, doing some secondaries. 3 single Mortifiers. They're very similar, like play the outside corners of the edge, lots of heavy bolter shots. 1 squad of Dominions. So I'm only doing 1 squad of Dominions here. 1 squad of Battle Sisters. Vol and Vol guns, the Triumph, and then 3 solo Canonesses. You're going to have 1 that is just naked. You're going to have 1 that is going to have the 2-up save, 5-up Feel No Pain, and 1 that is going to have the Righteous Rage, so she can get extra stuff for spending Miracle Dice, extra attacks, and extra strength. So it's pretty straightforward list. There's 18 activations when it all is said and done, which is pretty good. So that's that. And my army's finally painted for a battle report, or close to it. So yeah, standard Bringer of Flames, a little bit of my taste with the Canonesses. We'll see how they do in this matchup. Let's go see what Walter's rocking with his Awakened Dynasty.
Hello, Overlords. Welcome back. We're once again representing the dynasties. I have my Awakened Dynasty as always, and I got something really mean cooked up for him today. This list takes MSU to a new level. I've got a huge number of duplicate units, just what I consider to be really efficient trading units. Let's get into it. First is the only guy who doesn't fit this pattern. He's got the old Reanimator. You always want to have 1 vehicle, so bring it down isn't a dead draw for the enemy. Then I have 4 Immortal units. This one here, and then these 3 over here. Each of them led by a Royal Warden and a Plasmancer, except for one of them, which is led instead by the Stormlord for some extra CPs. These are just deadly little units. Not my best, but they are battle lines, so I get to get various mission-dependent bonuses from them, and they can benefit from my 5th good unit, Illuminor. Illuminor, of course, benefits the 4 battle line units, and is himself a tank and really good objective scorer kind of guy. I've got 3 trios of Locust Destroyers, each led by a Locust Lord with a Feel No Pain bracelet. And then my classic 3 units of Scorpex, each led by a Scorpec Lord. And my enhancement, this 1 Scorpec in the middle, who is brighter than the others, is the Scorpec King. He has a 4-up Feel No Pain from the Energaic Dermal Bond. So all told, Index Necrons still here, still throwing down. I also made the list for the best Necron player at the ATC, but then I played it because it was me.
All right, we are done deploying. I'll just kind of go over this really quick. Set these up kind of counter. You put some guys out here. See if I can get some good first turn shooting on it. I didn't know if he would kill this on turn 1 if he goes first or not, so I just kind of said YOLO, put it in the middle. We've got a Canoness and some Battle Sisters in this one. And then we've got our scouts here. They're going to go scout up onto this objective so that I can try to get an extra dice. And then Triumph is there. We've got Castigators, everything just kind of starting in their aura. We've got Vol all the way over here. And then this is Scout moving up there as well. So I'm going first. Walter has a little bit of 1 unit just kind of spread out everywhere right there. Big old block in the middle. And he's got fighty guys, shooty guys on this side here. So We are all on the table. There's no reserves. We are just going to face check each other and see how it goes. That is literally it. So I'm gonna go do my scout moves. I got first turn, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is we're just going in. So spent CP to advance this, jump these guys out. We've got Meltas that are going to try to shoot here. We're going to try to free grenade here, just shoot some bolters. This tank is, we're just going to see if we can kill this. Maybe we kill one guy there, maybe we kill two. We recycled a couple miracle dice from cherubs. We advanced them to recycle a 1 into a 5, which allowed that to advance. So we spent our CP. We only have 1 dice left here. We moved up Canoness into a corner here, 3 guys here just to get angles. So hopefully this squad will be able to get killed. Then we've got this tank up here that jumped all the way up here. He overwatched me. He killed just the leader. So I've got 4 Meltas plus the tank here in range to try to cause some havoc. We used our auto 6 on Vault to just move for 17 inches. The Triumph moved into range to get here. And we're just going to see if they could do something to the Scorpex. We could just bounce on all this. We have no idea. Ran these guys up to get lines down there as well. Triumph is just sitting back here. This guy has some lines to all the middle guys. And so yeah, we're just going to shoot a bunch of stuff, and we'll see what goes down and what happens. All right, so the damage has been dealt. We shot this squad, killed the squad, killed 1 character. We didn't do anything to these guys. So we got them down. Nothing happened in the middle. Castigator, I guess he killed these 2 guys out of the Scorpex squad here. He's just going to bring guys back, so it is what it is. But every dead model, I guess, makes him do stuff. And then on this side of the board, the whole Scorpex squad is dead, and the whole Destroyer, Locust squad is dead. That was from 2 Castigators and Vol and an Immolator shooting at them. So overall, very violent first turn. I picked no prisoners, and I picked secure no man's land. So I will get 5 on secure and 5 on no prisoners. So overall, good pulls for me and good turn. Let's go on to Walter and see what he does.
My schemes did not come to fruition. Things have gone awry. In the center, we obliterated the mortal presence, wiping them out with torrents of Tesla fire, but in the process, exposing my soldiers to a ruinous counter-assault in the center. We were also able to destroy their vehicle here, their treasured Iron Citadel, but they were able to scamper out and live on the objective. My great attack on Morven Vol destroyed 2 of her henchmen, but unfortunately she herself was left alive, and most critically, she is now still leading a unit, and therefore re-rolling everything. It's going to be a huge price to pay for that failure. But the worst was to come over here, where we just absolutely fully left this tank intact, sitting alive, holding the objective, a failure in every respect. Unless it's Battle Shock, he's going to get a secondary objective, or he's going to get a primary score there. So we have all exposed ourselves, and we have done indifferent damage in the clapback. Skating towards a major loss here, boys. We'll see if we can turn it around.
Okay, so let's start here. So we moved up these guys. I had cleanse and engage. I got 4 on engage. Didn't have time to do any cleansing, so I'll get the CP for that. I spent my CP to free. No, what did I spend? Oh, to pass morale. To pass morale over here, so I could get 4 on primary, and then the tank desperate broke out, died, whatever, blew up, did some damage. We free grenaded over here. This guy took 2 Penton engines and a Canoness, and their whole squad got shot by 3 mortifiers, and he basically took no damage. He's alive on 4 wounds. So that happened. Killed the character that was there, killed the rest of his squad, so he's standing there chilling. Shot a couple guys here, he's just going to regrow them, so nothing accomplished there. Killed both Scorpex squads here and both characters. They both stood back up at 4. They're going to heal back. His 4-up Feel No Pain guy, I really needed him to die in the shooting phase. He failed a Melta, made it 8 damage. He passed everything. I needed him to die in the shooting phase so that he could only bring one of them back. So instead he got to bring both of them back. So the Scorpex are going to come in. They're going to hurt. We're both kind of on like a knife's edge of like if dice go in one of our favors, it's going to be really bad for the other person. If dice doesn't, then it's like things didn't go exact. I wanted this guy to die here. I wanted one of those guys to not be alive right now. And if I had accomplished that, I would have basically set out to accomplish everything I could have. It would have been really, really nice to see these two guys dead. Really nice. But it just didn't happen. A castigator and some flamers wasn't enough. So yeah, let's see Walter pulls and how he hits me back here.
All right, we are trying desperately here. We fought back on this flank, and we were able to defeat, with all my shooting and my charges, we were able to defeat Morven Vol and her girls. And we were also able on the other flank to pick up the first wave of the killing machines. But he still has plenty of tanks that's up in reserve. The main advantage I've got is I'm going last, and I have wholly negated him off the center objectives. So he's going to be getting a 0 primary turn on top 3, which is important and very valuable for me. But he still has a lot of killing power. We're far from done, and the Deadly Triumph is still closing in.
We eliminated the character. We had Assassination and Overwhelming. We pulled behind first, and I spent a CP to get rid of that. So we killed this guy. We chose to grenade him and then charge him with both of these. We were able to get him. We shot a bunch of shots into here. He rezzed guys. And then I charged Battle Sisters in and 2 Canonesses. Failed to kill all the Immortals because he rezzed 3 back. He's going to res them and take this objective. I was trying to put him on 0 primary and stop his guarding. So that's a pretty big 6-point swing right there. So I tried to do what I could to deny that. I think it was the right play with the right resources. Took out Mr. Big Boy with his Feel No Pain that was here. Took some shooting. Took my combats. And then I took 2 castigators to kill the guy that was back there. A little overkill to kill him, but so I killed those 3 characters. This is Walter's army and what's left. He's going to res some guys there. I think everyone else is at full. I was at least able to pick up these 3 guys in this squad to eliminate a little bit of buffs there. Yeah, we'll see what he hits me back with, and then I'll hit him, and then he'll hit me, and I'll hit him. So, I mean, right now it's a 10-10. It's like 37-38. He still has to score his secondaries, though, so he'll go up probably at the end of this turn some. That primary was put me on 0 primary, and then me not being able to return put him on 0 was unfortunate. So I probably should have just committed into those guys with these guys shooting and not gone for this squad. But I don't know why I didn't. I should have just done that to make sure I guarantee it. So that's a pretty big 6-point mistake right there. On to you, Walter.
Did not do this turn as well as I could have. I ended up getting 2 on primary because I ignored engaged in all fronts. I did establish a locus. We cleaned him off the left side of the board, so the sisters are there. They still have the 3 castigators and the Deadly Triumph. This is another turn on 0 primary for them, which is good for me, and I've spread over the objectives, but this game is not over yet. I'm now modifying my projections to a minor win for me, but it's just going to be scrabbling. I'm going to be nothing left alive, hoping to get bottom 5 scoring, and it's just what I'm going to have to try and do. But it could easily fall to a draw or even a minor loss. This is a really tough game.
Okay, so Walter left me with nothing but 3 castigators in the Triumph, so I went into reroll Wounds of 1, which I didn't use on anything, totally forgot. So that's
You're good at this game.
That's unfortunate. It's one of those things I never go into. So like I just like didn't even. I set up to do it. I have that. I have the Feel No Pain. So she's in a bubble with all of them to at least give them a Feel No Pain. We shot and killed these guys off this objective to at least deny him some primary. We auto-seed him here. We got Extend and Storm. This is sticky because that's where my sisters were. And then we took this objective from him, so we'll get 9 points on our secondaries, but we got 0 on primary, so it's just kind of evening out. That guy didn't die. I chose not to shoot him. I got a little greedy, and I shot the last castigator here. Because if I just happened to kill all of these Immortals, it just would have just made him have a bunch of single characters. Makes his damage output go down a little bit because he doesn't get wound rerolls on any of my stuff this turn. But I mean, it's castigators. Maybe he'll punch up into 1. Maybe he won't. He probably still won't be able to kill the Triumph. He's going to get 6 on primary again here. And then he's going to shoot me. I'm going to shoot him. And we're going to see what's left. And there's like a turn left. This is bloody, Walter. Bloody game. Bloody game. All right, let's see what he pulls. What do you pull for your secondaries? Pull them while I'm recording.
All right, here we go. Overwhelming.
Okay, well, he's got pick of the litter, Overwhelming.
Can't hate Extend. I've been getting pretty rotten, but I hate it.
Well, he has to go backwards
He's gonna
first
go back.
because
Oh,
he doesn't.
don't hold your home base. Who was talking about?
I was just talking about like the home base doesn't matter. We both pulled Extend on that, so he's got to go back to his home base. don't know if he can even make it there. So that's interesting. So he might not be able to get that. Maybe he can just re-pull it. You can just spend CP and re-pull for days. So he's contemplating. He's contemplating.
Yeah. I'll
He's going to re-pull. He doesn't
Never
want
in
to
my
go
life.
He's got
have I-
Advance back there or something?
Yeah, I mean, it would have
a guy in advance backwards.
But then he's not. But then like that's
That's 5 points for free. You're gonna draw
It
some
is.
crap.
It is 5 points for free,
You got
Walter.
an action
Yeah,
when it
he's-
says contain, and you're like,
Thomas is probably right. All right,
He's
we
probably
won't,
right.
we won't,
If
we
you
won't
wanna
do
win
it.
the game,
Thomas
you
is
take
right.
the
We
5
can't.
points.
We can't sneer and extend.
All right, he's gonna keep the extend. All right, he has 4 CP. I have 1 CP. All right, well, we'll see. So he's got extend and overwhelming. So he's probably just gonna try to kill that because it's the easiest thing to kill. And then we'll see what he does.
So that turn, all we did was kill one of his castigators, but very importantly, this guy hang tough over here. So we've kind of got him. His last model's blocked in a little bit. It's top 5, and I have spread out across the table. Because of the fact that I can respawn anyone killed in the shooting phase, I'm hoping to essentially pull out ahead with the final turn on bottom 5 primary, the legendary Go Second Win that we all know and love. We'll see if he can stop that, but I think probably minor Necron win is in the offing.
So I got put into a pretty big predicament. I got bring it down and sabotage. I had defend and I tossed it because he could just walk through there. I couldn't really get to this guy. Chances of him dying was super slim. He could stand these characters back up if I shoot them at all. He was guarding, so I couldn't. There was no reason I couldn't see this guy. Otherwise, I would have maybe gone for both of that. So what I did is I fell back here, put 6 OC on that, killed his immortals, charged these 2 guys just to limit him from action. So like he has these guys free, he has these guys free, and then I just tagged that guy back there. He just pulled containment and behind enemy lines. So behind is pretty easy. If he wants to just run these guys there, he can. Containment's a little bit harder for him. He can get 1 here. It doesn't look like he can get 2 because he can't get to that board edge there. So tagging that guy was important. But he'll definitely be able to pick up 3 here. And then what is behind? If you get 2 guys, it's another 4. So he could just choose to just get 4 points there, do this. But then he has to kind of see, like, does he advance? Does he get on there for primary? So we'll see how much primary he ends up with at the end here. Okay, so wrapping it up, he got containment. I'll move this guy. He did containment here, and he got behind enemy lines. So he got containment, 4 on primary here, 4 on primary here. Advanced this guy here to get behind and control that primary, and then he advanced him to get behind as well. So he gets 12 on primary. He got 2 for guarding, and 3 on containment, 4 for behind. So on his last turn, he got 12, 13, 14, 21 points. So it basically went from a 10-10 to a 16-4 on that last turn.
I think 14-6, right?
Oh, 14-6. 14-6. So 14-6 to Walter was a 10-10 that last turn, got him those 4 points. Really good game. I think that learnings from my end, I went for the aggressive play 1. It panned out on the one side of the board. I picked up a lot of stuff, but I didn't really need to be that aggressive up there. I could have stayed a little bit more at arm's length. I could have just like put 3 castigators into all those guys and maybe got the same results. Put Vol there and maybe just screened where the Scorpex would come. Like I could have had the Dominions screen and try to keep Vol safe, reactive move to keep her safe again instead of going into the tank. So little misplay on Vol there. She kind of got thrown away a turn early. Like I need her late game. If I had her on this last turn, I kill his whole army. So that was really bad. Like just misplay there. This side of the board, not killing this character and just like being stuck there, and then him killing stuff made a lot of my resources go to waste over here pretty fast. So yeah, I don't think I traded very well with my emulators and whatnot. Castigators, I mean, they did their job all game, which is fine, but lost a little too much too early. Walter's feel no pains were unbelievable. Your toughness and stuff is hard for me to punch up into as well. Like
It's just a very durable team. But sisters, if anybody can, they can. They're so violent. For my mistakes, the fact that you were on the first turn able to kill 4 units was wildly bad. But I can't screen an army that's so fast. The Triumph just accelerates those tanks and they fly around the angles. There's no way to stop it.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
super fast.
I did on the first turn. I spent a CP to overwatch some Meltadudes instead of holding it back to respawn a Scorpec Lord. That was foolishness. You shouldn't overwatch if you only have 1 CP. Every time you can respawn a Scorpec Lord, respawn a Scorpec Lord. But this game was a great showcase of both of our army strengths. I think it was pretty great throughout. And I think it helps us as tournament prep.
Yes, hopefully y'all learned something. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all them fun things, and we'll see you on the next one.